Hello students, I am Dr. K.R. Jaikumar, Professor and Head, Department of Mathematics, KS Institute of Technology, Bangalore. For the past few classes, by 2-3 people you can see that we are teaching you Engineering Mathematics 2, Code 17 Math 21. In that of 5 modules, already I had one class of module 1, differential equations first, that is differential equations 1. Already we had one class. What are all the things we have already learnt in that class? What is meant by differentiation? What is meant by integration? Then what is a differential equation? In engineering it is most important the applications where the differential equations will occur in the different fields of engineering and technology. Then we said there are two parts of a differential equation. Solution is of two parts. One is complementary function, another is particular integral. We have seen already how to find the complementary function for unequal and equal roots. The last class I have given you 3 formulas for unequal roots m1, m2, m3 etc. c1 e power m1x plus c2 e power m2x, c3 e power m3x plus etc. Equal roots c1 plus c2x, c3 x square plus etc. whole bracket multiplied by e power mx. Those two we have already seen in the last class. What is the third one? Third one is if the roots are complex, that is m1 plus or minus I m2. Then we said to find the complementary function, the formula is e power m1x into c1 cos m2x plus c2 sin m2x. Now let us see 2 examples on that. D square y by dx square plus dy by dx plus y is equal to 0. This is the differential equation. D square y by dx square plus dy by dx plus y is equal to 0. It is a differential equation. What is its standard form? D square plus capital D plus 1 into y is equal to 0, where capital D is the differential operator d by dx. These things we have seen. AE means auxiliary equation is m square plus m plus 1 is equal to 0. Use calculators, you will find the roots 1 by 2 plus or minus I root 3 by 2. It will be the values for m. You can use any method, whether you want to use the factorization method or the calculator. But in calculator it will show minus of plus I root 3 by 2 one root, then minus of minus I root 3 by 2 another root. As you know, the complex roots will occur in conjugate pairs, so we have to write in that form. This is our m1 value plus or minus I m2 value. So first, what is our CF? It is e power minus 1 by 2x c1 cos root 3 by 2x plus c2 sin root 3 by 2x. But here the right hand side is 0, therefore the solution is y is equal to CF plus PI, no PI, so my CF itself is going to be the solution of this equation, which is nothing but, already we have written, e power minus 1 by 2x c1 cos root 3 2x plus c2 sin root 3 2x. This is going to be the solution. This is very important. Solution is you have to write, then the answer you can write. As an example or as a homework, you can see this plus d, you change it as minus d, that is you take the equation d square minus d plus 1 into y is equal to 0. You can try, the roots will be same except this negative symbol, you will get 1 by 2 plus or minus I root 3 by 2. So, the solution going to be of the same pattern. I will show you one more example for this complex roots only. D square y by dx square plus 2 dy by dx plus 2y is equal to 0. Then what is the standard form? D square plus 2d plus 2 into y is the standard form. Now, what is my auxiliary equation? M square plus 2m plus 2 is equal to 0. Again, I can find the roots. So, m is equal to minus 1 plus or minus I, this much you will get. More specifically, I into 1 we write, because in the exam, so many students they are making the mistake writing the I. We should take only the imaginary part, m1 plus or minus I m2. So, into 1 it is very clear m2 value is 1. So, what is your CF? E power minus x C1 cos x plus C2 sin x. Therefore, the solution is, again, the solution is y is equal to CF plus Pi. Here no Pi, again only the complementary function is going to be your solution. Same way as a homework, as I said previous problem, you take d square minus 2d plus 2 into y. It gives you answer 1 plus or minus I, same way we can do it. So, in the last class for unequal interval, equal interval, roots, now complex roots, but of course all the problems you have taken, it is of second order. The differential equation here is most important for second and higher order equations. So, we can see third and fourth order equations also. Third and fourth order equations also. First, I am taking an example of fourth order. You can see in the slide there are 4 problems of fourth order. First 2 is of one type, another 2 is another type. In another 2 we need not use any synthetic division or any methods, but in the first two problems I should use it. So, let us take the first problem of fourth order. What is very important here is in your calculator, if you use your calculator also, it will give only 3 roots. It will give only 3 roots, not all 4. That is the difficult task. 4d power 4 minus 8d cube minus 7d square plus 11d plus 6. It gives you only 3 roots. Your calculator maximum it can give only 3. So, fourth order equation I should find one root through the synthetic division method. For that, from algebra there is a rule, out of the 6 values plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, out of that 6 values, one value will definitely satisfy the equation, So, I am writing auxiliary equation is 4m power 4 minus 8m cube minus 7m square 11m plus 6 equal to 0. Trial and error process. Let me take m is equal to 1. what happens? 4 minus 8 minus 11 plus 6, 11 plus 6. What is the total? 6 plus 11, 17 plus 4, 21. This is plus 21 minus 15. So, the answer is non-zero. Non-zero means you have not got the root. So, m is equal to 1 is not a root. Now, take the next value, m is equal to minus 1. 4 into minus 1 to the power 4 minus 1 whole cube minus 1 whole square, 11 into minus 1 plus 6. Minus 1 power 4, it is positive. So, no change in the sign, 4. Minus 1 whole cube minus, so plus 8. Same way minus 7, minus 11 plus 6. Now, you see first that positive value 6 plus 4, 10 plus 8, 18 minus 11 and 7, it is also 18. So, I got the answer 0. So, if the equation is satisfied, that means I got the answer as 0, then I can say that particular value of m is a root of that equation. So, m is equal to minus 1 is a root now for the given equation. Suppose you won't get that minus 1 also, then start with 2, minus 2, 3, minus 3. Out of these 6 values, compulsorily one should satisfy the equation which is the root. So, what happened now? M is equal to minus 1 is a root. Now, write all the coefficients 4, minus 8 from the equation, minus 7, 11, 6. 4, minus 8, minus 7, 11 and 6. Compute the synthetic division by the root minus 1. 0, 4 plus 0 is 4, 4 into minus 1, minus 4, 8, 4, 12, 12 into minus 1, 12, 5, 5 into minus 1, minus 5, 6, 6 into minus 1, minus 6. So, the last value must be 0. How I done it? In the straight line it is addition, in the curved line it is multiplication, 4 plus 0, then 4 into minus 1. That is the process we have adopted. So, 1 degree is reduced. Now, what is the equation? 4m square minus 12m plus 4m cube, 12m square, 5m plus 6 equal to 0. Now, you can check, you will get the roots from your calculator or somewhere else. 2 minus 1 by 2, then 3 by 2. Already I got m is equal to minus 1 as a root. Now, it is a cubic equation. I will get 3 roots, 2, minus 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. One clarification here, why we get the fractional roots? Because the m cube coefficient or m4 coefficient is not 1. If it is not 1, you will get your fractional roots. Therefore, what is your CF? CF is C1 e power minus x, C2 e power 2x, C3 e power minus 1 by 2x, C4 e power 3 by 2x. That is CF, which is nothing but solution. Y is equal to CF plus Pi. The same thing is the solution. So, this is an idea of fourth order equation. As an exercise, one more problem I have given. D power 4 minus 4d cube minus 5d square minus 36d minus 36 into y. There also you are getting one root as minus 1, as just like in this problem, minus 1. Then other roots will be 6 minus 1 by 2 plus or minus I root 23 by 2. So, same way you can calculate all the 4 roots and you can write the CF, which is nothing but the solution. Now let us take the another problem. First you should see, you should understand what is the difference between the previous question and this. See the equation, d power 4 minus 5d square plus 6 into y is equal to 0. This is another kind of fourth order equation. Here we do not want any synthetic division to be adopted. We can do the solution of the equation without using synthetic division, even though it is a fourth order equation. What is the difference you are observing? In the previous problem, you have seen d power 4, d cube, d square, d and the constant. All the 5 terms are there in the previous problem. But now it is not so. Only even powers are there. D power 4, d square and constant. D power 4, 5d square plus 6. That means only constant is there. So write the auxiliary equation, m power 4 minus 5m square plus 6. What I am doing? Put your m squared is equal to t. Square this, we will get m power 4 is equal to t square. So what happens to the equation? T square minus 5t plus 6. Factorize it, t minus 3 into t minus 2. I will get t is equal to 3 or t is equal to 2. What happens now? What is meant by t? It is m squared. So m squared is equal to 3, m squared is equal to 2. Now m plus or minus root 3 or m plus or minus root 2. There are 4 roots now, different roots. All the 4 are different roots. Am I right? You have not used any synthetic division, even though it is a fourth order equation. Converted into second order by putting m squared as t, m power 4 t squared. I got t values, I converted to m. So 4 roots. What is my CF? C1 e power root 3x, C2 e power minus root 3x, C3 e power root 2x, C4 e power minus root 2x. That itself is your solution. So y is equal to CF plus Pi. Whatever your CF is there, that is the solution. As an example or as a homework, you can try d power 4 minus 7d square plus 12 into y. D power 4 minus 7d square plus 12 into y is equal to 0. This is one more problem of the same type. I will tell you the roots also. You will get plus or minus 2 and plus or minus root 3. Those two are going to be the roots of that. All the 4 plus or minus sign you can do in the same way. One more example of this type only, d power 4 minus d square minus 12 into y equal to 0. You make a note of this problem, d power 4 minus c7 d square plus 12, you can solve as you have solved in the previous one. Now this is d power 4 minus d square minus 12, same thing. Why I am taking the example, I will tell you at the end. You will get combined roots. So m power 4 m square minus 12, same thing, put m squared is equal to t. What happens to m power 4? T square. So t square minus t minus 12, factorize it, minus 12 minus 1, 4 3s are minus, that means m minus 4, m plus 3, 0, sorry t, t minus 4, t plus 3. So t minus 4 is 0 or t plus 3 is 0. t is equal to 4 or t is equal to minus 3. M squared is 4, that means m squared is minus 3. So what is m? Plus or minus 2 here, but here plus or minus I root 3, I can add 0 because m1 plus or minus I, m2 is our idea. So 0 plus or minus I root 3. You can see combination of two, unequal and the complex. So CF C1 e power 2x, C2 e power minus 2x, then e power 0x, C1 cos root 3x plus C4 sin root 3x. Combination of unequal and the complex. Finally, the solution CF plus Pi. So in every question of differential equations, I may go next to the right hand side, but in every question of differential equation you must write the complementary function finding the roots. A specific marks is allotted for that. Do it carefully so that you can score full marks on complementary function. There are 2 modules on this differential equation. There will not be any problem to get the passing marks. I think you are clear now with the complementary functions. What are the 3 kinds of complementary functions? Once again revise it. One is with unequal intervals or roots, another one equal roots, thirdly complex roots. There are 3 formulas for unequal roots, equal roots and complex roots. So by using that we can find the complementary functions. Sometimes in the examinations this itself, that means finding the complementary function itself, will be a question for full 6 or 7 marks. I hope you have understood well the complementary functions. Now let us take up the non-homogeneous part. In other words, we say on the right hand side we have some differential equations of right hand side with some specific functions. There are 5 types of differential equations based on RHS of differential equation. RHS means right hand side of the differential equation. There are 5 types. What is that? One, k e power ax. K is a constant, a is also a constant. So first type is k e power ax. Second one, sin bx plus c or cos bx plus c. Both are one and the same. That means process is same for both the trigonometric functions. Third is polynomial of degree n. Fourth is e power ax into v, where v is sin or cos. Fifth one, x into v, again v is either sin or cos. What we say very clearly? See, the first 3 types are most important types. You can see third and fourth, only e power ax into v, x into v. So the job of v or e power ax, it is going to be simple. Then in fourth and fifth type you will get once again these 3 types. So very important is type 1 k e power ax, type 2 sin bx or cos bx plus c, type 3 polynomial. These 3 are the most important types. Fourth and fifth we can say by specific substitution it will come back to the first 3 types. Then this right hand side, now what are we have done so far? It is we have found complementary function, it is for the left hand side of the differential equation. Particular integral, is for right hand side of the differential equation. So, your solution is going to be complementary function plus particular integral, complementary function plus particular integral. Now, type 1, see, remembering is very simple and easy. Maybe in first semester you might have found difficulty in identifying the type, whether it is an exact equation, linear equation, Bernoulli's equation, reducible to exact, but that confusions will not be there in the second sem. Very clear. See the right hand side. If the right hand side is e power ax format, then it is definite, it is under type 1. For type 1, what is the condition? If RH of dE means differential equation is e power ax, then to find pi, particular integral, replace d by a. You have to replace wherever your capital D is there, that as small a. Where is that a? It is in e power ax, coefficient or power of e. I think you understood how to find particular integral. Now, the perfect task, finding the solution of complete equations, finding the solution of complete equations. Okay, right hand side will also be there, left hand side will also be there. How we can find the complete solutions? So, type 1 equations, right hand side consists of e power ax. Take the first problem, y double dash minus y dash minus 2y is equal to e power 3x. This is the equation given to you. Now, write the standard form, d square minus d minus 2 into y is equal to e power 3x. No change. Auxiliary equation, see the for the left hand side, whatever you have done so far, m squared minus m minus 2, 0. Factorize it, you will get the roots, m is equal to minus 1 and 2, these are the roots, different roots. So, what is your CF? C1 e power minus x plus C2 e power 2x. Until this you already know. Now, particular integral 1 divided by d square minus d minus 2 on the right hand side e power 3x. This method, this particular method is called inverse differential operator method. This is your differential operator, d square minus d minus 2 is in your differential operator. You are writing it as inverse differential operator 1 by d square minus d minus 2. Two meanings, 1 by d. So, you are finding the particular integral, integration, correct? Reverse of differentiation, integration you are doing. Just as a type 1 we have given, it is e power 3x. This method is called inverse differential operator method. Which type we are doing? This is type 1. What is the value of a? It is 3. What they said? Replace d by a. So, 1 by 3 square minus 3 minus 2 e power 3x. I have replaced, you can see wherever d is there, I have written 3. So, 3 squared 9 minus 5, 4. So, what is your particular integral? E power 3x by 4. We know already what is the solution. The solution is y is equal to CF plus Pi. So, CF e power minus x e power 2x. Now, particular integral 3x by 4. I got the complete solution. y double dash minus y dash minus 2y e power 3x. This is already you know by inverse differential operator method. I have calculated the particular integral. I got the solution is CF plus Pi. Same way, I am showing you 3 examples as usual: equal roots, unequal roots, complex roots. Now what we have seen, it is unequal roots. Suppose I have y double dash minus 2y dash plus y 2 e power 2x, k e power ax they said. So 2 e power 2x need not be same, just we have taken d square minus 2d plus 1 into y 2 e power 2x. What is auxiliary equation? M squared minus 2m plus 1. I already told, if you use calculator it gives equal roots. Be careful, it will show only one root. M is equal to 1. It show x equal to 1. You have to write 2 times 1 comma 1. Equal roots. What is my CF? C1 e power C1 plus C2x into e power x. Particular integral 1 by d square 2d plus 1. 2 is a constant, simply keep that aside. In place of d, replace a is 2. So 2 square minus 2 into 2 plus 1. 4 minus 4 gets cancelled, only 1. So again Pi is also 2 e power 2x. So what is the solution? The solution is y is equal to CF plus Pi, C1 plus C2x into e power x 2 e power 2x. Whatever I am telling, the complete format is very important. Don't miss anything. You have to write the complete solution what I am giving. Your complementary function, particular integral, then the total solution. First problem in type 1 we have seen for unequal intervals. This question is for equal intervals or equal roots. What is the third one we are going to see? Complex roots. Y double dash plus 4y dash plus 5y. You can see here I have taken different 3 e power minus 2x, k e power minus ax. K and a are different. Start doing in the same way. D square 4d 5 into y. Auxiliary equation m squared 4m plus 5. You will get the roots minus 2 plus or minus I. Complex roots you will get minus 2 plus or minus I. I already told, only I, please write the coefficient as 1. m1 plus or minus im2. What is my CF? E power minus 2x, C1 cos x, C2 sin x. Particular integral 1 by d square plus 4d plus 5 3 e power minus 2x. 3 is a constant, keep it aside. 1 by minus 2 whole square 4 into minus 2 plus 5. Simplify it, minus 2 whole square, it will become 4, 5 plus 4, 9, minus 8, 1. So 3 e power minus 2x. Therefore again the solution is we should not forget the format. Y is equal to Cf plus Pi. So, y is equal to e power minus 2x C1 cos x plus C2 sin x, then 3 e power minus 2x. We have seen 3 examples, one for equal roots, unequal roots, complex roots with the right hand side, that means ek into e power ax. You can see still few more examples I have given. Here very important one is, very important one. Sometimes the denominator may become 0. That means if I substitute the d value instead of a value in place of d, it may become 0. At that time what we have to do, because 0 means it will become infinity. Infinity is not a solution. What should I do it? Correct? So, that is called particular cases of type 1 problems. This is the particular case. You should be again very careful in that. Say I am taking one example, y double dash minus 5y dash plus 6y. There may be two functions on the right hand side, 3 e power 2x, 7 e power 3x. That is, you have to find particular integral 1, particular integral 2. It is not type 4 product, it is type 1. Type 1, there may be two functions, you may be getting it. No change in the left hand side, d square minus 5d plus 6, 3 e power 2x, 7 e power 3x. This is called what? Already you know, standard form is. Auxiliary equation is m squared minus 5m plus 6. You will get the roots 2 or 3. What is your CF? C1 e power 2x, C2 e power 3x. Now, Pi1, first function I am taking, 1 by d square minus 5d plus 6, 3 e power 2x. 3 aside, replace d by a, 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6 e power 2x. See that 4 plus 6, 10 minus 10, denominator is becoming 0. If the denominator is becoming 0, what should I do? Just put a one line on this, do not consider, that is the meaning. Now, listen carefully, multiply by x in the numerator, differentiate the denominator, 2d minus 5. I think all of you understood. Multiply the numerator by x, differentiate the denominator with respect to d. The meaning is we are nullifying, already 1 by d integration we took, now we are doing differentiation, two opposite operators nullifying, equating factor is x, or simply you remember that much, it is sufficient. Multiply by x, differentiate the denominator 2d minus 5. Now apply the method, instead of d you are going to replace it by this. So the answer will be 3x by minus 1, because in place of d what I have written now? 2. 2 2s are 4, minus 5 minus 1. Second factor, same way, particular integral 2, 1 by d square minus 5d plus 6, 7 e power 3x. 7 aside, d square plus 6 e power 3x. Substitute it, 3 square minus 5 into 3 plus 6. Now also I can see this is 9 plus 6 15, 15. So, denominator is becoming 0. Once again do not consider. So, 7 into what I said, multiply by x in the numerator, differentiate the denominator with respect to d. D square differentiation 2d minus 5 e power 3x. Now, replace d by a, x by x e power 3x we can write by 3 2s are 6 minus 5 1. So, the answer is 7x e power 3x. What is the solution? What is the solution? Again, y is equal to CF plus Pi1 plus Pi2. The solution is y is equal to CF plus Pi1 plus Pi2. This is your CF, this is your Pi1, this is your Pi2. Add all the 3 factors. Add all the 3 factors. Now, one more example. You may ask, sir, how many times it may become 0? It is left to the problem, okay? But you remember the procedure, you multiply by x, differentiate the denominator, that many number of times it becomes 0. Y double dash minus 2y dash plus y 5 e power x. One more problem, 5 e power x. Left hand side already just now we have seen, correct? So, what is the standard form? D square minus 2d plus 1 into y, 5 e power x, standard form. What is your auxiliary equation? M squared minus 2m plus 1. What are the roots? 1 comma 1. CF C1 plus C2x e power x. Pi particular integral 1 by d square minus 2d plus 1 5 e power x. Now, replace d by a value is 1, 5 aside 1 by 1 square minus 2 into 1 plus 1. See here, 1 plus 1 2 minus 2 0, 1 plus 1 2 minus 2 0. So, do not consider it. What we said the procedure? Multiply by x, differentiate the denominator with respect to d. So, d square differentiation 2d minus 2d minus 2 constant 0. Now, you apply and see once again 5 into x by 2 into 1 minus 2. What is happening? Once again it is becoming 0. Do not worry, do not consider it. What we said? Multiply by x. Already x is in the numerator, one more x is multiplied, x square. Divide by 2d differentiation is 2, d differentiation is 1, 2 differentiation is 0. 2d differentiation 2 minus 0. Now, your answer is 5 x square e power x by 2. Therefore, the solution is y is equal to CF plus Pi, here only one, C1 plus C2x into e power x plus 5x square e power x by 2. That is the solution. Same way you can use the questions which is in the textbook. See that, remember the ideas, okay, remember the ideas. Y double dash minus 8y dash plus 16y is 7 e power 4x. This also we can try. Just I will tell you the clue. D square minus plus 16 7 e power 4x. Write the auxiliary equation m square minus 8m plus 16. What are the roots? 4 comma 4. What is C of C1 plus C2x into e power 4x? Pi, inverse differential operator, d square minus 8d plus 16 e power 4x, 7 e power 4x, 7 aside, 1 by 4 square, 8 into 4 plus 16. See here, 4 square is 16, 16 plus 16 32, minus 8 4s are 32. So denominator is becoming 0, leave it, multiply by x in the numerator, differentiate the denominator, 2d minus 8. Again replace it, x by 2 into 4 minus 8. Again 4 2s are 8, 8 minus 8 is 0. Again it is getting cancelled, do not consider. Multiply by x, differentiate the denominator. See here again 2d differentiation is 2, 8 differentiation is 0. So my answer is 7x square e power 4x by 2. So solution is Pi C1 plus C2x plus so if the denominator is becoming 0, the procedure is multiply by a x in the numerator, differentiate the denominator with respect to d. That is the idea we should use. Whatever may be the number of times it becomes 0, that many number of times you are keep on multiplying by x and keep on differentiate the denominator. You can see here we have done the fourth question, okay, x e power x by 3. Fifth we have done, sixth we have done. I hope if you have not done fourth, you can do it. Same thing, minus 1, 2 are the roots. If you replace 2, 2 square 4, here it will become 0. So the denominator becomes 0. You can multiply by x, differentiate the denominator with respect to d. Now, so far the questions whatever I have seen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, everything it is of second order, everything it is of second order. We see as an example a third order equation, a third order equation. See the equation, d cube 6d square 11d plus 6 into y is equal to e power x plus 5. This is very important. Only constant they give, there is no e power along with this. In type 1 and 2 you will get this. Whenever you get a constant, you say it is e power 0x, why 5 into 1 correct, 1 I can take it as e power 0x. You see first auxiliary equation m cube 6m square 11m plus 6. Put it in the calculator, you will get the roots are minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. I already told whether you want to use calculators or synthetic division, same synthetic division you can use. First you will get minus 1, then another 2 roots. All the 3 roots are different, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, all the 3 roots are different. So what is your complementary function? C1 e power minus x, C2 e power minus 2x, C3 e power minus 3x. Now taking this e power x particular integral 1 by d cube 6d square 11d plus 6 e power x. Okay, you can see what is your, instead of d you put 1. So here 1, 6 plus 1 7, 7 plus 11 16 plus 6, sorry 18 plus 6 24. So you will get e power x by 24. This already you know, previously I have done 3-4 questions, this already you know. Now the idea is for this 5 is there, in the next step I written, you can see 5 into e power 0x. So wherever you have d, substitute it by 0. So only 6 you left, this will become 0, this is 0, this is 0, only 6 you will get. Already 5 is there, so your particular integral is 5 by 6. What is the solution? Y is CF plus PI1 plus PI2. CF I have written, PI1 I have written, PI2 I have written. An example of third order equation. Same way they can ask fourth order. Until fourth they may ask, that's all, no fifth, sixth orders. So until fourth order they may ask. Same idea you should apply. Remember, type 1, replace d by a to find the particular integral. Now, there are two indirect forms of type 1. There are two indirect forms of type 1. As you know, cos hyperbolic and sin hyperbolic, they are represented in the form of exponential only. Cos hyperbolic is e power ax plus e power minus ax by 2. Sin hyperbolic is e power ax minus e power minus ax by 2. If I take cos h ax, sin h ax, sin h ax, e power ax minus e power ax by 2. Cos h ax, e power ax plus e power minus ax by 2. So like that, the two different forms, we can say the indirect forms of the first type problems are here. Let us take first this 8th one, that is minus 3 sin hx on the right hand side. Because that next problem 3 power x, again it has an idea. So first let me clear you about the one hyperbolic function which is sin hyperbolic. Y double dash 4y dash 5y minus 3 sin hx. This is a problem they have given. Now d square plus 4d plus 5 into y. See here minus 3 e power x minus e power minus x by 2. See cos h ax, you can make a note of it if you want. Cos h ax, it is e power ax plus e power minus ax by 2. Sin h ax, it is e power ax minus e power minus ax by 2. Indirect forms. So I have taken a problem on sin e power x minus e power minus x divided by 2. Now what is auxiliary equation? M squared 4m plus 5 roots minus 2 plus or minus I you will get. See, I am writing directly the roots because already I have given you the idea to find the roots, to find the complementary function. That is why we are writing directly the roots. What is our CF? E power minus 2x C1 cos x plus C2 sin x. PI1 1 by d square 4d plus 5. Take the first minus 3 by 2 e power x. Wherever you get a minus, write it the brackets, minus 3 by 2 e power x. Replace d by 1. 1 by 1 square 4 into 1 plus 5. Why I replaced it by 1? E power x. So 5 plus 4, 9 plus 1, 10. Here 2 is there. So minus 3 by 20 e power x. Second pi, 1 by d square minus 4d plus 5. 3 by 2 e power minus x. So 1 by minus 1 square minus 4 into minus 1 plus 5. Simplify it, 1, 4, totally 10, again it is 20. So 3 by 20 e power minus x. Therefore, the solution is y is equal to CF plus Pi1 plus Pi2, that is e power minus 2x C1 cos x plus C2 sin x plus, here you got minus, correct. So minus 3 by 20 e power x plus 3 by 20 e power minus x. This is for sin hx. Similarly, one problem is there for cos hx in the notes. You can try, otherwise in the next class we can do it. What we learnt in this class, just get a review of it. We know how to find the complementary function of whether it may be equal roots, non-equal roots or unequal roots, complex roots. Based on the right hand side, differential equations are classified into 5. Type 1 we have seen, which consists of e power ax on the right hand side. In the next class we see the second type.